Hey everyone, and welcome back. I want to talk today about something that might sound almost too simple to be important, but honestly, it's one of those little habits that can make a surprisingly big difference in how you feel every single day. Let me paint a picture for you. You wake up in the morning, your hair is a complete mess, like a bird's nest, and you just grab whatever plastic brush is sitting on the counter, give it a few quick strokes just to get the tangles out, and you're out the door. And I get it, mornings are hectic. The kids need to get to school. You've got a million emails waiting and you're already running late. But here's what I want you to consider when you do that. You're missing out on a huge opportunity. You're basically just rushing through something that could actually be a really powerful tool for your health. And honestly, that's a real shame because the benefits are incredible. See, this everyday motion, combing or brushing your hair, it's not just about looking presentable. That's really just the surface level, the most obvious and basic function. When you do it with intention and the right technique, it becomes a way to stimulate circulation, wake up your nervous system, improve your energy, and even help with things like headaches, brain fog, and sleep. Many of my patients who've started doing this regularly tell me they feel more energized in the morning, more focused in the afternoon, and more relaxed at night. And the best part, it costs nothing. You don't need a prescription. You don't need to wait for a doctor's appointment. And you can do it while you're watching TV, waiting for your coffee to brew, or sitting at your desk. So if you struggle with any of those annoying issues, headaches, trouble sleeping, hair thinning, or just feeling wiped out by 2 in the afternoon, you might be able to solve a big chunk of the problem just by spending a few minutes a day on this simple practice. So let's do this together, okay? Before I show you exactly how to do it, let's take a minute to understand the why behind it. Because once you understand that, you'll never just rush through this again, you'll actually look forward to it. Here's a concept that's been understood for thousands of years in traditional medicine and is now being backed by modern science. Your head is like a central hub for your body's energy and circulation. All the major pathways that supply your brain, your face, your neck, your shoulders, they all converge right here on your scalp. Think of it like a central train station or Grand Central Terminal where all the major lines come together. You've got pathways coming from your back, your legs, the sides of your body, the front, all meeting right on top of your head. One major pathway runs right up your spine and over the top of your head, and it's considered the main channel for your body's vital energy. Another runs from the back of your legs all the way up to your scalp. Another wraps around the sides of your head. Another comes up from your face and forehead. So really, your head is like the main intersection of your body's entire communication network. When those pathways are open and flowing freely, you feel sharp, calm, alert, and energized. You feel like yourself. When they get tight, blocked, or sluggish. And let me tell you, stress, poor posture, lack of sleep, and even what we eat can all contribute to this. That's when you start feeling foggy, stressed, tired for no obvious reason, or just not yourself. That's when small problems start to build up. And what about your hair? Well, that's actually a really good reflection of what's going on inside your body. Think of it this way. Your blood is like a river, and your hair is like the plants and trees growing along the riverbank. When the river is full and the water is clean and flowing, the plants thrive. They're green, lush, and strong. When the river runs low or gets polluted, the plants start to wither, turn brown, and fall away. It's the same with your hair. When you're well nourished and your circulation is good, your hair tends to look shiny, strong, thick, and healthy. When your internal nutrition is off or your circulation isn't what it used to be, your hair can become dry, brittle, dull, or start thinning and shedding. So when you're brushing or combing, you're not just detangling, you're actually stimulating blood flow and helping deliver oxygen and nutrients right to the hair follicles. It's like giving your scalp a gentle workout and fertilizing the soil at the same time, and that's how you get real lasting results. Now let's talk about the real world benefits, because I know that's what matters most to you, and there are several big ones, so let's go through them one by one. First, let's talk about your hair itself. This is the most obvious benefit, but I want to go deeper because it's so important. I have so many patients who come to me worried about thinning hair, excessive shedding, or premature graying, and I completely understand it's upsetting. It can really affect your confidence, and it's something you see every single day in the mirror. Their first instinct is often to run to the drugstore or hop on Amazon and spend a lot of money on special shampoos, serums, sprays, or expensive supplements that promise to regrow hair overnight. And look, some of those products are fine and might help a little on the surface, but they're mostly working on the surface. They don't address what's happening underneath. Let me be straight with you. If the soil in a garden is dry, rocky, and unhealthy, it doesn't matter how much fertilizer you spray on the leaves. The roots are still struggling. You have to nourish the roots from the ground up. That's the only way to get lasting change. Daily scalp stimulation, whether with a brush or your fingertips, improves blood flow to the hair follicles. That brings oxygen and nutrients right where they're needed most, down at the root. Over time, that can mean stronger, thicker, more resilient hair that doesn't break easily or fall out. I've had patients tell me that after a few months of consistent scalp massage, they actually started seeing new baby hairs growing in along their hairline. And at the crown, it's not magic, it's just better circulation and better nutrition reaching the follicles. And it doesn't cost you a dime compared to those expensive treatments. You could spend hundreds of dollars on products, or you could spend a few minutes a day with your own hands. I know which one I'd choose. Second, and this is a big one for anyone with a busy schedule, especially my fellow working professionals, parents, and students, instant energy and mental clarity. Have you ever been sitting at your desk around 2 or 3 in the afternoon, staring at your computer screen, and your brain just feels like it's full of cotton? You know, that feeling your eyelids are heavy, you can't focus on anything, you keep reading the same sentence over and over, you're making silly mistakes, and you're reaching for a third cup of coffee or an energy drink just to get through the rest of the day. And let's be honest, that's not a great feeling. Well, I've got a much better idea for you. Instead of that sugary drink that's going to spike your blood sugar and then leave you crashing even harder an hour later, try this. Take 5 minutes, step away from your computer, and give your scalp a good firm brushing from front to back and then from the sides up to the crown. I promise you, within a few minutes, you'll feel a noticeable shift. That grogginess starts to lift. Your vision feels clearer, your thinking gets sharper, and you feel more present and engaged. Why? Because you're literally increasing blood flow to your brain, you're delivering fresh oxygen and nutrients to your brain cells, helping them fire more efficiently. It's like giving your brain a high quality fuel boost without the jitters or the crash that comes with caffeine and sugar. In traditional terms, this is called lifting the clear energy upward, and it works remarkably well. Your brain cells get exactly what they need to perform at their best, and you get to finish your day strong instead of dragging yourself across the finish line. Third, headache relief. This is so important because headaches are incredibly common in our modern high stress world, and they can really derail your day in a major way. Whether it's a tension headache from a stressful meeting, a sinus headache from seasonal allergies, a migraine that knocks you out completely, or that dull ache from not sleeping well. We've all been there, and we all know how miserable it can be. It can ruin your productivity, your mood, and your time with family. Now, in traditional medicine, they have a very simple and elegant way of looking at headaches. There are basically two main causes. The first is what they call blockage pain, the idea that your energy and blood aren't moving freely through your head and neck. It's like a traffic jam on the highway during rush hour. Everything backs up, pressure builds, and you feel pain. So if you've been sitting in a tense meeting or hunched over your laptop, or out in the cold wind, those muscles tighten up and the circulation slows down, and boom, you've got a headache. The second is what they call deficiency pain, where there simply isn't enough blood and nourishment reaching your head in the first place, like a garden that's been neglected and the plants are starving. This is usually a dull, achy, empty sort of pain that comes with exhaustion or poor nutrition. When you brush your scalp, you're addressing both of these issues at the same time. You're helping clear that traffic jam by physically stimulating circulation and releasing muscle tension. And you're also sending a clear signal to your body to send more blood and nutrients up to your head. It's a 2-for-1 deal. Many of my patients find that a few minutes of scalp massage is actually more effective for their mild to moderate tension headaches than reaching for an over-the-counter painkiller. And the beauty is, it works for many different types of headaches because it addresses the root cause, poor circulation, and muscle tension. No side effects, no stomach upset, no drowsiness, just relief. Fourth, and this one might surprise you, better sleep. I know it sounds a little counterintuitive. You're stimulating your scalp, so shouldn't that wake you up and make you more alert? Well, it actually depends entirely on how you do it. If you do it vigorously and quickly, yes, that can be stimulating and energizing. But if you do it gently, slowly, and rhythmically in the evening, it's incredibly calming and soothing. There are specific areas on your scalp that are directly connected to the part of your nervous system that helps you relax, calm down, and wind down for sleep, the parasympathetic nervous system, which is your rest and digest mode. When you stimulate these areas, you're sending a clear signal to your body to lower your heart rate, calm your racing thoughts, relax your muscles, and prepare for deep restorative sleep. It's a beautiful, natural way to transition from the busyness and stress of the day into a state of rest instead of popping a melatonin gummy, taking a sleeping pill, or scrolling through your phone before bed, which actually keeps your brain awake with all that blue light and constant stimulation. Try sitting quietly for 5 or 10 minutes and gently brushing your scalp. It's like a mini meditation that also happens to improve your circulation. Many of my patients who struggle with racing thoughts, anxiety, or insomnia at night find this incredibly helpful. They tell me they fall asleep faster, stay asleep longer, and wake up feeling more refreshed. Instead of forcefully shutting down your brain with medication, you're gently guiding your body into a natural state of rest. That's the difference between being knocked out and truly resting. So you can see this isn't just about appearance, it's about your energy, your focus, your pain levels, your stress, and your relaxation. It touches so many areas of your health all at once. And the science behind it is solid. Now, let me walk you through exactly how to do this properly, because technique really does matter here, and there's more to it than just grabbing any old brush and going at it. We want to do this right so you get the maximum benefit. First of all, let's talk about your tool. This is actually more important than most people realize, and please, please, please avoid those cheap plastic brushes. This is really important. Especially in the winter when the air is dry, plastic brushes create a ton of static electricity, that crackling sound and how your hair just sticks up in all directions. That static in traditional thinking is considered a disruptive, drawing energy that can actually interfere with your scalp's natural balance. It can also damage the outer layer of your hair and make it more prone to breakage. Plus, plastic brushes can be harsh and snag your hair, especially if they have sharp or poorly finished teeth. I strongly recommend something made from natural materials. Wooden brushes like bamboo, sandalwood, beechwood, or peachwood are excellent choices. They're gentle, they don't create static electricity, they feel much nicer on your scalp, and some of them even have natural properties that are soothing. Another great option is a brush made from natural horn, like buffalo horn or goat horn. These natural materials harmonize better with your body. They don't cause static and they have a smooth, comfortable feel. When you're choosing a brush, look for one with wide set teeth, not too dense or close together, because that can pull and break your hair. Also, make sure the tips of the teeth are rounded and smooth, not sharp or pointed. You don't want to scratch or irritate your scalp. That would defeat the purpose entirely and could even cause damage. But you know what? The best tool is already attached to your body, your 10 fingers. Just wash your hands, make sure your nails are trimmed and smooth, and use your fingertips. Your fingers are warm, sensitive, and you can feel exactly what you're doing. They also carry your body's own natural energy and warmth, which many people find more soothing and effective. So if you don't have a brush handy, or if you just prefer the natural approach, your fingers work perfectly and maybe even better. Now, let's talk about the 3 main routes you'll want to follow. Think of these as your scalp highways, and each one targets different areas and different benefits. This is really important, so pay close attention to these. The first route is from front to back. Start right at your hairline, about half an inch above where your forehead meets your hair. There's a specific point there that's very important for mental clarity. From that point, gently comb or press your fingers straight back over the top of your head, following the very center line, all the way to the crown, which is the very top of your head. This is your central highway. This route is fantastic for mental clarity, focus, and alertness. It's the route that directly stimulates your central energy channel. If you've got a big presentation coming up, a tough project, a long day of meetings, or an exam to study for, spend a few extra minutes on this path. It really helps clear your head, sharpen your thinking, and improve your concentration. The second route is from the bottom up. This one starts at the base of your skull, right where your head meets your neck, in that little soft dip at the back of your neck. From there, comb or press your fingers upward, going against the natural direction of your hair growth, all the way up to the crown at the top. This is a powerhouse route for relieving neck tension, improving circulation to the back of your brain, fighting that afternoon slump, and giving your overall energy a serious boost. If you spend a lot of time looking down at your phone, hunched over a laptop, or sitting at a desk all day, and let's be honest, that's most of us, this route is absolutely essential for you. It helps counteract all that forward head posture and gets your energy flowing upward again. Many of my patients find this particular route helps them feel more upright, more alert, and less weighed down. The third route is from the sides to the center. This targets the sides of your head right above your ears. There's a specific point just above each ear, right where the top of your ear meets your scalp. From there, comb or press your fingers upward and inward toward the top center of your head. This route is particularly great for addressing tension, stress, and irritability. If you get headaches on the sides of your head, especially around your temples, or if you tend to carry a lot of stress in your jaw and temples, this is your route. It's also wonderful for helping to calm your mood and release frustration. Many people find this route very grounding and emotionally soothing, especially after a long or stressful day. You can rotate through these three routes. Or you can just go with what feels good in the moment. You don't have to do all three every single time. The key is to be consistent and intentional. Pay attention to how your scalp feels in different areas and spend a little extra time where you feel tension or where your hair is thinner. Now, let's talk about timing. When is the best time to do this? I like to recommend 3 key windows throughout the day. In the morning, right after you wake up, this is a beautiful, gentle way to wake up your system and get your energy flowing for the day ahead. It's much more gentle than a shock of cold water or a massive dose of caffeine, and it helps set a calm, focused tone for your entire morning. It tells your body, okay, it's time to get going. But we're going to do it smoothly and naturally. You'll feel more alert and ready to take on whatever the day throws at you at midday when you hit that wall. Instead of reaching for another snack, another sugary treat, or another cup of coffee, take a 5-minute scalp break. Just step away from your desk, go to a quiet spot, and do a quick scalp massage. You'll be amazed at how much more productive and focused you are in the afternoon. It's a fantastic reset button for your brain, and it's much healthier than another energy drink. And in the evening, about 30 to 45 minutes before you want to fall asleep, make it a calming ritual. Turn off your screens. Put your phone away, sit quietly in a comfortable spot, and gently massage or brush your scalp from front to back using slow, soothing strokes. This signals to your body that it's time to wind down, shift into rest mode, and prepare for deep sleep. It's a wonderful way to transition from the busy, stressful part of your day into a peaceful, restful evening. It's like a gift to yourself. Aim for about 50 to 100 strokes each session, or just a few minutes until you feel a warm, tingly sensation on your scalp. That tingling feeling is blood rushing to the surface, and it's a sign that your circulation is picking up. That's your sign that you're doing it right. Now, let's talk about pressure and speed, because this varies from person to person, and it's very important to get it right. You want to be slow and gentle. This is not a race. Don't scrub like you're trying to clean a dirty pan. Don't saw back and forth aggressively. Use smooth, even, purposeful strokes. Think of this as a form of self-care, a way to connect with your body and listen to what it needs. Pay attention to how it feels. If you have normal hair, a medium pressure works perfectly. You want a firm but comfortable pressure, like you're giving yourself a gentle massage. You should feel a pleasant, warm sensation without any pain or discomfort. If you have dry, brittle, or damaged hair, you can use a slightly firmer pressure because the hair shaft is more fragile and tends to be dry. A slightly firmer massage can help stimulate your natural oil glands to produce more moisture and nourish the hair from the root. You want that distinct warm, almost prickly sensation that tells you circulation is really picking up and blood is being drawn to the surface. That's called drawing the blood upward, and it's exactly what dry hair needs. If you have oily hair, you'll want to be much more gentle. Think light, sweeping, almost floating strokes. If you press too hard, you can actually overstimulate those oil glands and make the oiliness worse. That can lead to clogged follicles, which isn't helpful at all and can even cause breakouts or irritation. The goal here is to gently move blood and energy, not to overstimulate production. So keep it light and airy. And again, always be gentle and patient with yourself. This is a practice in self-care. It's not a chore. Enjoy the process and make it a pleasant part of your day. Now, let me address something I hear all the time from my patients. People often say, I don't have time for this. I'm way too busy, and I completely get it. Everyone's busy. Life is crazy. And we're all juggling a million things, but here's the thing, you can do this while you're doing other things. Brush your scalp while you're watching the evening news or your favorite show. Do it while you're waiting for your coffee to brew in the morning. Do it while you're sitting in traffic at a red light. Do it while you're listening to a podcast or on a conference call. It doesn't have to be a separate block of time that you carve out of your day. The key is consistency, not perfection. Even a few minutes here and there adds up. Another question I get a lot is, does it have to be a brush? What if I don't have one with me? And my answer is always the same. Your fingers are the best tool you have, and you always have them with you. They're warm. They're sensitive, they give you immediate feedback, and they're free. So if you don't have a brush handy, or if you forget to bring one with you, just use your fingertips. It works just as well, and many people actually prefer it because it feels more personal and connected. And here's something else I want you to know. You don't have to do this for hours on end. 5 minutes a day is enough to see real benefits. 10 minutes is wonderful and even better. The benefits come from doing it regularly, consistently, day after day, not from doing it for a long time all at once. So don't feel like you have to make it a huge production. Now let's pull it all together. The core benefit here is that you're improving circulation, reducing tension, and supporting your nervous system in one of the most important areas of your body. Your brain uses an enormous amount of oxygen and nutrients, about 20% of your body's total oxygen supply, even though it's only about 2% of your body weight. That's a huge demand when blood flow is optimized. Your brain works better, plain and simple, when your neck and scalp muscles are relaxed. Headaches and stress go down. When your nervous system is calm, you sleep better and feel less anxious. When your hair follicles are nourished, your hair looks and feels healthier. This one simple habit touches all of those things. It's incredibly efficient for those of you who are desk workers or spend a lot of time in meetings or are constantly on your phones and computers. This is especially valuable. All that screen time and all that stress tend to create tightness in your neck, shoulders, and scalp. This is a tool you can use right at your desk to release that tension without having to leave your chair or spend any money. It's like a mini vacation for your head. For those of you dealing with high blood pressure or hardening of the arteries, this can also be a wonderful complementary practice. Gentle scalp massage has been shown to help relax the blood vessels in the head and neck, which may contribute to lower readings over time. It's not a replacement for your medication or your doctor's advice, but it's a lovely, safe, free addition to your routine that supports your overall cardiovascular health. And for anyone who struggles with sleep, and I know that's so many of you out there, this is one of the most natural, effective sleep aids I know of. No pills, no side effects, no grogginess the next morning, just a gentle, natural transition into rest. It's how our bodies were designed to wind down. So many of us fight our body's natural rhythms with caffeine and screens, and this is a way to get back in sync. I also want to say this for anyone who's dealing with hair loss or thinning. I know how frustrating, discouraging, and emotionally draining that can be. It can really affect your self-esteem. There are many medical reasons for hair loss, including genetics, hormonal changes, nutritional deficiencies, stress, and underlying health conditions, and I always strongly encourage you to talk to your doctor about it, especially if it's sudden, severe, or accompanied by other symptoms. But for many people, improving scalp circulation is a very helpful, supportive step. It won't solve every cause of hair loss, and it's not a miracle cure, but it supports your hair's health from the ground up, and even if it doesn't reverse everything, it feels good. That alone is worth something. So here's my challenge to you for the next 2 weeks. Give yourself 5 minutes a day, just 5. Do it in the morning or at lunch or before bed, and pay close attention to how you feel. Not just your hair, your energy, your stress levels, your sleep quality, your overall sense of well-being. Maybe even jot down a few notes so you can track your progress if you notice a difference. I think you'll be genuinely surprised at how much this one small habit can change how you feel. It's not going to transform your life overnight, but it's a small, consistent practice that builds over time. And here's the beautiful thing about this habit. It's free, it's portable, it doesn't require any special equipment. And it's completely under your control. You don't need a prescription. You don't need a gym membership. You don't need to wait for an appointment. You have everything you need right in your own hands. So start today. Give it a real consistent try. And let me know in the comments, are you a morning person who likes to start your day with a scalp massage? Or do you prefer a calming evening session to help you wind down? Do you use a brush? Or do you go with your fingertips? Have you noticed any changes in your hair, your sleep, or your energy levels? I genuinely love to hear what works for you. And if you're already doing this, please share your experience with the community. We all learn from each other. And your story might inspire someone else to give it a try. One last thing I want to be very clear about. This content is for educational and informational purposes only. It's not medical advice. I'm sharing what the research, traditional practices, and my experience have shown me, but everyone's body is different. If you have any underlying health conditions, if you're on blood thinners or any other medications, if you have any scalp issues like infections, rashes, or sores, or if you're dealing with any specific health concerns, please check in with your own primary care doctor before starting any new routine. I'm here to help you understand the science and the traditions behind this practice. But I'm not here to replace your doctor's personalized professional medical advice. All right, that's it for today. I hope you found this helpful, and I truly hope you give this a try. Sometimes the most powerful health tools are the simplest ones, the ones we already have in our hands. Thanks so much for watching. Take care of yourselves, stay healthy, and I'll see you in the next one. Bye for now.